Hey guys, this is the Master Gamer back with another video, another Overwatch video. A couple weeks ago, I did a video talking about the DPS heroes in Overwatch and giving my thoughts on each of them. And a lot of you guys seem to really like that video, so today I'm doing that video again, but this time talking about the tank heroes in Overwatch because a lot of you suggested I do that as well. Now, I don't actually play the tank heroes in Overwatch as much as I do the DPS, so I'm probably not gonna, have as professional of an experience or opinion or whatever about these characters. But I have played them all, so I just wanted to give my thoughts on them as well because I know you guys are interested. So yeah, let's get right into it. First up, we have Diva. Diva's actually a really cool hero. She's definitely my most played of the tank heroes. She's really fun. She's really fast. She can fly around, and she actually deals a good amount of damage. And she has a mech, which is cool. I think mechs are pretty cool. I know there's this rumor that like she has an out of mech form, or it's like a zero suit or a pilot form or something like that, where she actually gets out of her mech and like runs around. I've never seen that happen though. I don't know if that's like an Easter egg or maybe people are just like hacking to get that to happen or something. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's real. I think it's just like a myth or something because like I don't see why Blizzard would add that. Like, what would she do outside of her mech? Would she just like punch people? Like, so yeah, I don't think that's real, but that's just like an interesting thing I heard about her the other day. Next up, let's see, Reinhardt. Reinhardt is probably the best tank hero in the game currently. He has the big barrier, which is like blocks damage and everything. It's a really strong ability. He works really well as a tank. If I'm being honest, though, I never entirely understood why he exists as a hero, though. Like Overwatch is this sci-fi shooter that's set in the future, but Reinhardt is like a medieval knight with like an armor and a hammer and a shield. It just never felt to me like he really fit into the game, you know? Like, it's not a medieval game, it's like a sci-fi game, so why is there a knight? There's also a support hero who's like that too. Like, she is like a flail or something. So yeah, I don't know what it is with Blizzard. I know they made that like Warcraft game, which is kind of like medieval, so maybe they just wanted to have some sort of tie-in with that, so they added like a knight character. I don't know, maybe Reinhardt's from Warcraft. I'm not actually sure about that. Anyways, I think, yeah, he's cool. I just don't think he really fits in the game. Next hero is Sigma. Sigma, he's another character I don't really understand. Like, his kit just kind of feels like it's a bunch of, like, random abilities that they just sort of stuffed into, like, a single hero. He almost seems like sort of an afterthought kind of hero. It's like, oh, we want another tank, just throw some abilities together. And like, I don't understand what his character is supposed to be either. He's like some old man, but he like floats. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to be another sort of like Warcraft reference thing where like he's supposed to be like a magician or like a mage or something like that, and that's why he levitates. I don't really know. I do like his ultimate ability though, where he just sort of like uses his magic to sort of lift people into the air. I think that's like a cool ability. It actually reminds me of this this one thing we used to do when I was in uni. Um, we would take gravitons from the lab and we would throw them at people walking down the street, and they just like fling up into the air, like 40 feet or so. It was a really funny thing. I don't know. This is a funny little like personal story, I guess. Like his ultimate just kind of reminds me of that thing we used to do. So yeah, like obviously not everyone had that experience, but that's just my thoughts. Overall, Sigma, I guess he's okay. I see him played a lot, so I guess he's good at like higher skill tiers or something. Um, Whatever, he's not really my hero, I guess. Next up, we have Wrecking Ball. Again, Wrecking Ball, I think, is another one of the really fun tank heroes. I play him a lot as well, along with Diva. I think they're my two most played heroes. Tank heroes, of course, that is. Yeah, Wrecking Ball is really fun. He has his grapple ability, which lets him get around and hit the enemies a lot. Definitely one of the cooler heroes in the game in that regard, I think. He does have some problems, though. Like, uh, he feels too situational at times. Like, if the enemy team has a Sombra, she can just, like, hack him, and he, like, can't do anything. Like, he just has his guns at that point, and just usually dies. So, like, if the enemy team's running a Sombra, he just doesn't work, which I don't really like. He just feels too situational because of that. Also, I never really understood why he has, like, a pet hamster that just, like, sits inside of him. Like, I guess Blizzard is going for that trope where it's, like, you know, the weird robot that has, like, a cute little animal companion. And like usually it's like a cat or a dog or something, but this time they made it a hamster. Overall, though, I think he's fun to play, so, you know, he's cool in that regard. The next hero I guess we can talk about is Roadhog. Roadhog, again, I think is pretty cool. I like his design, the sort of like wasteland. I guess he's like a bounty hunter or something. So yeah, that's like a cool idea for a hero. In game though, unfortunately, he's like really, really broken. Like, I've never really understood why Blizzard added him as he is, and then like haven't fixed him yet. Because he has a high health pool, but he can also self heal, and like having both of those on the same hero is just inherently OP, and it's inherently unfun to play against. I don't really know why, you know, Blizzard hasn't fixed that about him. It's been like what, I think like 3 years already. And he just still has, you know, both of those. So that just seems weird. Because, you know, I know a lot of people like complain about that as well. But I don't know. I mean, like, I see him in all my matches and like he always wins. So let's see. Next we have Winston. I actually really, really like Winston as a character. Like, his story is really, really endearing. And like, you know, really resonates with me. Because, like, there's the animated short he has where you see, like, his father figure, Harold Winston, which is actually where Winston gets his name from. It's from this scientist father figure he had. And we see how, when they're growing up on the moon together, how Winston was this curious ape, and, like, he wanted to, you know, see more about the world and understand more about the world and what's out there. And then Harold, like, taught him, you know, never accept the world as it appears to be, but dare to see it for what it could be, which, you know, personally, I feel like that's almost like representative of the whole idea of Overwatch, like with organization and the game and the message of it all. And I feel like Winston as a character is like almost the personification of what the entire game's about. So in that regard, I think he's a really great character. In-game, though, he's pretty garbage. Like, he has, like, his lightning gun, which doesn't really do anything. Other than that, he just sort of, like, jumps around. I think he has a barrier as well, something like that. So, yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Let's see. Looks like last hero is Zarya. Zarya, I like Zarya. She reminds me a lot of this girl I used to date. That's probably a story for a different time, though. I won't get into that now. Other than that, she's fun to play. She feels like one of those characters with like a, you know, high reward where like if you get good with her and you know how to use her gun and her bubbles, then like you can get a lot of value out of her. She's you pretty much have to run her if your other tank is playing a Reinhardt. Like, she basically is what makes Reinhardt viable as a hero, which I don't really like. I don't like when heroes are sort of dependent on the other heroes, but that's just how, you know, I guess it works, and it's just a sort of a synergy sort of thing. But, you know, it is what it is. I think she's a cool character. And, yeah, I think that, yeah, that's all the tank heroes, so yeah, those are my thoughts. Again, I'm not a tank expert by any means, so I wouldn't, you know, don't feel like end all be all here, my thoughts on these characters. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, share this video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to like, subscribe, all those social things, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all those sort of things. And yeah, otherwise, this is the Master Gamer, and that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.